It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Bills and the Dolphins under the lights on Thursday night.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Short throw to Smith. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Hill. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Now 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Duggan. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Throwing, Duggan. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw is Duggan. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And this one is right through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now a 2nd and 6. Duggan will look to throw this. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Really good job there of understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there. And that's something Kincaid did plenty of throughout his impressive rookie campaign that saw him surpass 600 receiving yards. Yes, we knew he was a reliable pass catcher coming out of college. Now we think he can ascend to another level.
The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Spiller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Max Duggan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 1, it's 9-0. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Down the left sideline. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. An option handoff to Spiller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Duggan looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to have a first down. How about the play call there? The reverse on third down does the trick.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Duggan now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Dugan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
Back to throw. Dugan. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Dugan has his man. It's Shakir. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes to Shakir once again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Bills first down.
Off play action. Dugan.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the screen, complete to Spiller. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Justin Jefferson
From 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game,
with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Motion man is Shakir. Duggan. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Option play. Here's Spiller. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Duggan. Got a man open, it's Chase.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, Bills.
Motion man is Shakir. To throw is Duggan. Shakir hauls it in.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Duggan will look to throw this. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Short throw to Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throwing. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In motion, Hill.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play. Spiller. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Here's Duggan to throw.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Tua.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking to pass. Tua. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, here come the Bills. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Tua going to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Duggan looking to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Duggan now to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Duggan, middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this out to Spiller.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing, Duggan. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, Dugan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Spiller.
Oh, good move. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
Give him 2 on the play there, and the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
On the handoff, Spiller.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run with Spiller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.